I didn't know this, but I guess when they released the second Marvel's trailer, it came with some kind of cringy countdown, like the hype for this movie is real or something. I don't feel any hype for this movie other than like a couple of weird Twitter accounts that really just don't seem like they're ran by real people, to be honest. I think most of the people hyped for this are bots. So I don't think this movie's going to do good. And I can back it up with actual numbers and box office performances of how Marvel properties have performed over the past 2 years. And they haven't been very good. I mean, Secret Invasion. Okay, we can focus on this one. Secret Invasion is not a hit. It's not doing well. And to be honest, it's kind of surprising because this one has Samuel Jackson in the driver's seat. Okay, it's a big name. It's a liked character. I've never heard anybody say anything negative about Samuel Jackson's performance as Nick Fury, other than his performance in Captain Marvel's movie, where he just looks stupid. Maybe that ruined the character. I don't know. What I do know is that this show failed to break Nielsen's top 10 streaming programs, which is kind of a big deal. So, talked about this like 2 weeks ago, but this was based on Samba TV numbers. This backs up what they reported, and it's not good. The premiere episode, the first episode, the premiere, the big one, the one that everybody should have jumped in and watched, nobody did. Didn't make their top 10. That's embarrassing. The only list they made was top originals. Let's take a look. Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion series is the latest dud for the MCU as the series' premiere viewership failed to break into the top 10 streaming programs for its release week. Nielsen recently released its viewership data for the week of June 19th through 25th, and Secret Invasion is nowhere to be seen in the top 10 overall chart. The series was defeated by Suits, Black Mirror, SWAT, Extraction 2, The Bear, Grey's Anatomy, Bluey, NCIS, Avatar, The Way of Water, and Manifest. That's pretty embarrassing, to be honest. This show should have been in that top 10. It's not. Here's the only chart that it made. The original chart. So this is just original series and how they fared against each other. This isn't a chart that really means anything, to be honest, other than how did it fare against other new shows that are original, like Strange New Worlds is on there. Okay, when you take out NCIS and all the other stuff, that's a guaranteed view. Grey's Anatomy, guaranteed view. Like that show should have been on this list at the top. If this was Marvel in its heyday, this shit would have been up there at number 1, and you know it would have been. So a couple of funny things about this. As they point out, the only thing it managed to really beat out was like Strange New Worlds, which nobody cares about. Nobody gives a shit about Strange New Worlds. That's why it's on here. That's why the only chart you see it on is this one. Original. It's the only one it could dare to make. But here's another funny fact. When you compare it to all the other Disney Plus shows, the only one it manages to really dunk on is She-Hulk, which was in a similar position. This raises a lot of questions for me, and I'm sure a lot of you, about the future of Marvel, because She-Hulk and Secret Wars are completely different. These are not even anywhere near the same show. She-Hulk is a shitty comedy, sitcom, or whatever it is. It's nothing like any kind of Marvel shit we've ever seen before. But Secret Invasion is. And they didn't tune in for this one very much. There's similarities between how many people watch this and She-Hulk, and that's really concerning. Well, I'm kind of happy about it, but it's concerning for Disney. In overall minutes, Secret Invasion did best She-Hulk Attorney at Law's premiere. That series did not even show up on Nielsen's originals chart, meaning its viewership was below 395 million minutes, which was what Instant Dream Home brought in at 10th place. However, because Nielsen's data is provided in minutes watched, one has to know how long each of the premiere episodes were. Secret Invasion's premiere episode clocks in at 55 minutes, while She-Hulk Attorney at Law's first episode was only 38 minutes in length. It's also possible She-Hulk might have actually brought in more viewers if you estimate the premiere viewership was only 380 million and you divide that by the episode length that comes to 10 million views. Doing the same calculation with Secret Invasion, you only get 8.3 million. In order for Secret Invasion to have best She-Hulk, She-Hulk minutes watched for its premiere needs to be at 350 million or below. So She-Hulk might have actually had more people watching it. Oh, no. Oh, that's bad. That would mean that you've lost people since She-Hulk. So a lot of people didn't come back after watching that piece of shit. That's embarrassing. Now, they do point out here that it did best Ms. Marvel, which charted on Nielsen's top 10 original chart when it debuted back in June. However, while it did chart, it only debuted with 249 million minutes viewed. Ms. Marvel's first episode had a 50-minute runtime. It also beat Moon Knight, which I'm not surprised about. Moon Knight's not a very big, he's not a very big, well-known character. It didn't beat Hawkeye. It also didn't beat Falcon and the Winter Soldier or WandaVision. But the funny thing about all of these is every Disney Plus series, like they've gotten worse every time they've released one of these shitty shows, which is a good thing because people are finally tuning the hell out. As they should, because, well, I mean, it's just gotten worse. So this is why I do think The Marvels is going to be a flop. I do. I think it's going to be a dramatic flop because nobody's coming back for this. What I'd really like to see is the piracy download charts, like most pirated shit. Is anybody even pirating this? Because this comes straight to digital, which means, you give pirates a pristine copy. Is anybody even doing that with this show? That's a question that I really would like an answer to. And I'm sure somebody in the comments will have some feedback on that. Because if this is the only amount of people watching it, that's really embarrassing. This show had a big budget. It's a huge budget. They really expected people to tune in for this one, and they're not. This is a big red flag for Disney and Marvel especially. They've really run this brand into the ground. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.